Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Study 24/7. So, first of all, let me know how are you all, and also let me know is audio, video both are okay. Are we good to go? So, I'm here with all of you to share the test analysis of your JAIIB PPB exam readiness test. So, we have conducted one particular test for all of you that is regarding PPB, in which we were going to check, or we all will be checking that how much ready we are for our PPB test. So when it comes to the PPB principles and practices of banking, this is the subject which have biggest syllabus in JIB. So the subject covers your 55 units. The modules will be 4. There are 4 modules. In 4 modules you find that we have 55 units. And these 55 units covers your a lot of syllabus, a lot of rules, regulation, norms, are there that we have to cover in the PPB. So now we have to make sure that when we are starting preparation, or when we are doing preparation, and when we are going to give our first test of PPB, or first time you are attempting this particular test for PPB, then what are the things that should be in our mind? So first of all, if you are going for a paper, first you have to have a conceptual understanding. The second thing is required that the concept you have to regularly revise. You have to regularly revise your concept. The third important thing is you have to practice those concepts in the questions. It means, let's say for example, you have attended all the conceptual classes, you have done revision as well, but you have not practiced any question. You have not practiced any mock test. So it will might create a problem for you that you are not able to understand what question is actually asking. And this happened with a lot of bankers in October 2023, that we have already got the feedback from, that the paper was okay. We were very much aware about the paper. We were very much aware about the terminologies they were asking in the paper. We knew that from which particular module, from which particular unit they are asking question. But the problem we were facing was we were not able to understand what the question is trying to ask us, and that's why we were not able to answer the right question. So that problem creates a lot of panic or a lot of stress in your mind when you are in actually the main exam, and when you know after 2 hours you are going to know you have passed or failed in this particular subject. So when you know this kind of hurdle will be in your paper, then why not prepare it early? And that's why we have conducted your PPB readiness test, like how much ready you guys are for your PPB, in which the paper have been created in the same way that IIBF is asking, like 100 questions was there, 0.5 mark question, 1 mark question, 2 mark questions was there. If we talk about the pattern of question, the pattern of question was one liner, match the following, filling the blanks. Apart from that, we have already put the statement based question and case study question. So the same paper have been given to you, and lot of candidates have got good marks. I got in my group, I got message from 2 persons that they are in the top 10 candidates, and that the list, the leaderboard, we have already published for all of you, that you can see that at what rank out of total bankers who have given this paper or who have attempted this paper, where do you stay in your preparation. So in which we have seen till now, I have got the 2 messages from the bankers that they have secured top 10 rank in the paper, and that's very good. And I want each and every one to be at the same level, to be at the same level of preparation, that you do not have to worry what is going to be there. So worst to worst case scenario, we have to practice ourselves, and that's what the test was for. So in today's session, I will be discussing, this is your part 1, because you know there are 100 questions and the questions are actually lengthy. So this is the part 1 in which I will be discussing with you the test analysis in the detailed description. Okay, it's not like the question and option we are going to discuss here, but what we are going to do here, we are going to start from the conceptual understanding of the topic. Okay, so this is your test, or I can say this is your session, JIB May 2024 PPB readiness test analysis. This is what we're talking about. Okay, so let's just start here. In this particular session, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss certain number of questions with the options, and you have to answer me like out of the option which is correct. And apart from that, you also have to let me know in the end of the session how many answers you have given correct. Okay, and in this session we are going to discuss the questions, we are going to discuss the option and the concept behind that. also we are going to discuss. Okay, so let's start with the first question of our today's session, that is talking about your terrorist financing. So the start of our session is terrorist financing, module A of your. So terrorist financing encompasses the means and methods used by terrorist organizations to finance their activities. What is the primary objective of the moving stage in the financing of terrorism? So you know, this is your chapter number 2, module A, AML KYC guidelines, unit number 2 talks about the stages of terrorism. So money laundering, stages of terrorism, what is all of this, or AML KYC guidelines, FATF, all these are in the unit of yours. So here the question is asking, out of the 4 stages, the moving stage is actually for what? First is saying, acha, apart from moving, what are the other stages? You have to answer me. Okay, name the 4 stages of terrorist financing. So first is saying to transfer funds from sympathizers to terrorist organization, to ensure that the funds reach the establishment of terrorist organization, to maintain the secrecy and convert nature of the fund transfer, to relocate contributors of terrorist organization across the different countries. So what do you think, which of the following is the right explanation or right objective defined in the question about moving stage? And also let me know the name of the other 3 stages. So right answer is A, B, C or D. So first, if we talk about to transfer fund from sympathizer to terrorist organization, this is what? This is the raising. That's the first stage of your terrorist financing. First, you have to raise capital. And from where you are raising capital? From the persons who sympathize the terrorist organization. Okay, so first is raising. The second one is moving, to ensure that the fund reach the establishment of terrorist organization. So let's say, for example, I am raising money from XYZ country. So it's not mandatory from the in the XYZ country I want to perform any terrorist activity. Obviously not. So I have to move money from, because I am earning or I am raising money from the different parts of the country, and I want to perform the terrorist activity in the different part of the country. So I have to move that money to the one place. So that is your moving. So right answer will be B. Right answer will be your B. So raising is first, second is your moving, third is your storing. After transferring money to the location where you need it, you have to store that money, because it's not like immediately you are going to use that money. So you have to store that money for a particular period of time. Okay. And then the last stage is using. And when you want to use it, you can withdraw that money from the account and you can use it. So raising, moving, storing and using, these are the 4 stages of your financing of terrorism. And the right answer for this question will be B. Okay, I will give you a particular time to answer the question. So do make sure you are reading it very carefully and giving me the answer in the comment section. So be active in the session. Next, second question is talking about what are the criteria that determine whether a transaction is considered suspicious and should be reported to FIUIND by banks. So now what is the FIUIND? Financial Intelligence Unit, India. Okay. Now banks have to submit the certain reports to the FIUIND about their transactions that's happening in the bank. Like there are certain reports that have to be submitted to the FIUIND. Out of all those reports, one is suspicious transaction report that have to be sent to the FIUIND by the principal officer. And you have to answer which of the following is correct about this. First is saying doubtful. Like how you can say this transaction is suspicious. You are having doubt on this transaction. This might be a part of money laundering or this might be a part of terrorism financing. How you can identify it? First is saying doubtful involvement of proceeds from a specified offense in the PMLA schedule. Second, unusual, unjustified complexity of the transaction. Third, lack of economic rational or legitimate purpose. Fourth, reasonable doubt of involvement in financing activities related to terrorism. So which of the following is here correct? A, B, C or D? Which of the following criteria determines that this transaction will be considered as suspicious transaction and have to be reported to the FIUIND? Okay. First, Doubtful involvement of proceeds, obviously, if you have doubt, it will be a suspicious. Unusual or unjustified complexity of the transaction, this is also true. Lack of economic rational legitimate purpose, like you are not actually, that your income is not actually that much, your legitimate income, what in comparison to what transactions you are doing in the bank. Okay, then reasonable doubt of involvement in financing activities related to terrorism. So right answer will be all of the above. All of the above are the criteria that determine that this transaction might be suspicious transaction. Apart from that, also remember this, that there are certain reports: counterfeit currency report, cash transaction report, cross-border wire transaction report, non-performing organization transaction report, and suspicious transaction report. All these reports have to be submitted by a principal officer of a bank to the FIUIND. The above 4 reports will be submitted on the 15th of following month, and the suspicious transaction report have to be submitted within 7 days of suspicion of the transaction. So this is also important. Acha, one more thing, do not only focus on the questions and options, also focus on the explanation I am giving to you. Okay, so might be chances the explanation I am giving, from there the question can be asked. So the right answer here will be D, all of the above. Right answer will be your D, all of the above. Clear? Next, third question we have here. It's a kind of lengthy question, but let's read it. So it is saying, Priyansh issued a check to his friend Geeta for the payment. Now, the check had a single line endorsed printed on its back. When Geeta presented the check at her bank, the bank's clearing stamp was affixed. And now Priyansh and Geeta are curious about the significance of the single line endorsement and the meaning of bank's clearing stamp as per the provision of URRBCH. Okay, now you have to answer what is the actual situation of this single line endorsement here. Let me know what is the actual situation of the single line endorsement. So first is saying the single line endorsement acts as a confirmation of payment and the collecting bank's clearing stamp confirms the authenticity of the check. Okay. Second is saying the single line endorsement provide additional confirmation to the beneficiary and the collecting bank's clearing stamp indicates the amount to be credited to the beneficiary's account. Okay. Next is saying the single line endorsement serves as a unique identifier for the check and the collecting bank's clearing step is considered a confirmation of all previous endorsement. Next is saying the single line endorsement indicates the presenting bank's confirmation of endorsement and the collecting bank's clearing stamp ensures that the check complies with CTS 2010. And CTS, I guess everybody know, check truncation system, right? So let me know which of the following here is correct. What actually they represent? A, B, C or D? What actually they are representing? Read it carefully and then answer. Okay. So the single line endorsement on the back side of a check, it serves as what? It serves as a unique identifier for the specific check. So when you find a single line endorsement that is backside of the check, it represents it's a unique check. It's what? It's a unique identifier for the specific check. And the unique identifier we are talking about only in your option number C. So the right answer is C. So the single line endorsement serves as a unique identifier for the check and the collecting bank's clearing stamp is considered as what? Confirmation of all the previous endorsement have been completed. So right answer for this question will be your C. Endorsement means when you transfer check to the other party. Endorsement means negotiate, you can negotiate it. You can transfer it. Okay. Apart from that, if you see here, URRBCH we are talking about, it is your Uniform Regulations and Rules for Bankers Clearing House. Okay, what does URRBCH stands for? It stands for simply your Uniform Regulations and Rules for Bankers Clearing House. Okay, according to that, we are talking about the single line endorsement and the meaning of banks clearing stamp. So, right answer here will be C. Remember this. Now, if we talk about check, check is defined under section 6 of your Negotiable Instrument Act. Okay. Now, the filling the blanks in a relation to the context of garnish order. Very important topic. Garnish order. That's your part of banker customer special relationship unit. So, very important garnish order and attachment order. So, first is saying a garnish order served on the back. Bank attaches the credit balance in the account of the customer name to the extent specified in the order. If no amount is specified, the order attaches dash. Second, check presented after service of the garnish order should be returned with the remark dash. So, the service of the garnish order nishi is the preliminary proceedings of the court. So, now these are the 4 options in front of you and you have to answer which of the following is correct out of these 4. Okay, which of the following is correct out of these 4. So, first of all, first is saying all sum owing and accruing to the customer as on the date and time it is served and received by the banks refer to drawer. Second, the specified amount in the order, and the second option is refer to drawer. All sums acquiring to the customer after the service of order and then the invalid check. The customer's account detail refer to the banks. So, if we talk about, let's eliminate the option. Always make sure that you are using the elimination method in the paper, because elimination method help you to find out the right answer. So, second is saying check presented after the service of garnish order should be returned with the remark dash. With the remark of what? Invalid check. It's not an invalid check, na? Invalid check is the check when the validity of a check have been completed, expired, or I can say. So, it cannot be invalid check. So, the option number C have been eliminated. Now, it will definitely be returned as a refer to drawer, not a refer to bank. So, it might be A or B. Okay. Now, when you talk about how much amount, when the amount is not specified in the garnish order, if no amount is specified, the order attaches what amount? It attaches the all sum owing and accruing to the customer as on date and time it served. Not that is specified in the amount. It is not specified, na? Amount is not specified. So, your right answer will be what? A. Whatever owing and accruing amount is there to the customer till the date, okay, as on the date and the time that it served the garnish order, all the amount of money will be utilized and the check will be returned by the name or by the mention of the word, that is refer to drawer. Okay, refer to whom? Refer to drawer. Drawer means the person who is issuing the check. So, right answer will be your A option. Right answer is A option. Do remember, garnish order given by a court and the attachment order given by the tax authority. Okay, do remember that. So, right answer is A. Next question we have here is talking about your RBI certain process. So, several departments of the bank utilize RBI net for various applications. Which of the following is the correct uses of RBI net as per its intended purposes? So, RBI net is used by various departments and the question is asking here which of the following is defined the right uses of RBI net. Okay, first is saying the transmission of section 42(2) of RBI 1934 data by commercial banks to regional offices of the Department of Banking Operations and Development and furnishing consolidated data by the regional offices of the DBOD to the central DBOD. Second is saying press relations division daily news summary of important financial matters. Okay. The third is saying Department of Economic Analysis and Policy macroeconomic indicators weekly, and the fourth is saying all of the above. Now you have to answer which of the following here is the correct uses of RBI net. The correct uses of RBI net. A, B, C or D? What is RBI net? Okay. So the right answer will be all of the above. The right answer will be all of the above. The departments, they actually utilize the RBI net first for the transmission of section 42 of RBI that says data by commercial bank to regional office of the DBOD, and the consolidated data will be furnished by the regional offices of the DBOD to the central office of the DBOD. Okay. Then press relation division daily news summary of important financial matters is also correct. Then the Department of Economic Analysis and Policy macroeconomic indicators weekly is also correct. So the right answer will be D, all of the above. All are the correct users of RBI net that is done by the different departments of the bank. So right answer is all of the above. Now, one question is about match the following, and it is talking about the types of constitutions and criteria and threshold level of those particular institutions. Okay, so first we have company, second we have partnership, register, third we have body of individual, association of person, and fourth we have trust, that is registered trust. Okay, now you have to answer what is the criteria and threshold limit or threshold level for these type of constitutions. Okay, so when it comes to company, okay, when it comes to the company's threshold limit is what? It is more than 25% of shares in a capital profit. It means A is 1 only. Okay, what is A? A is simply your 1, because the company have more than 25% share in the capital profit or the profit. Okay, second we are talking about partnership. Second we are talking about what? Partnership. And the partnership is actually more than 15% of your capital profit, and it is written in front of it. Body of individual, association or person, again it is more than 15% of the profit or property, because you're talking about a body of individual or the association or person. Then the trust will have the author, trustee, beneficiary having 15% or more interest, and any other person exercising the effective control here. So right answer will be A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4th, and it is defined under your option number A. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and the D is 4th. It means right answer will be your A option. Right answer will be your A option. Clear? Next, so match the following question. If you do not want to read all, like in the paper, you do not have to go with the each and every column. Like here we have find out that the company is having more than 25% share in the capital or profit. So we have find out A is 1. Now you can start eliminating the option. So when you went to the eliminate the option, you can see all the 3 options have been eliminated. So your right answer is what? A. Okay, so in the paper, do not go with each and every column. If you know the certain column you are very much 100% you are confirm about, then do check the answer first, do check the option first. If it matches, do eliminate the other options and find the answer more quickly. Okay, so right answer is A. Next question is talking about here the regulatory relaxation that have banks tapped into to sell the third-party financial products in the capital market and insurance sector, thereby offering one-stop services to the customers. Okay, so which regulatory relaxation have bank tapped into? Hana, to do what? To sell the third-party financial products. So let me know which of the following is correct here. Relaxation in opening demat account, relaxation in establishing ties with the stockbrokers, and then relaxations in creating 3-in-1 account, relaxation in forming partnership with the mutual fund companies. So demat account, you all know that's a dematerialized account which will be used for the for storing the securities in electronic form in the bank. Okay. Then second we have stockbrokers. Stockbrokers, you know, who are the mediators who sell the securities. Then 3-in-1 account, that's a combination of account in which you will have the demat account, the escrow account and the trading account. Okay, then you have partnership with the mutual fund companies. Mutual fund companies are those companies which provide the simply first they pool money from the different investors. After pooling that money, they invest that money in the diversified sector to raise capital and to minimize the risk. That's what the mutual fund companies are doing. So the right answer for this question will be yours, because we are talking about banks have tapped into regulatory relaxation that allow the creation of what? That allow the creation of 3-in-1 accounts. Okay, it allow the 3-in-1 accounts which link demat account, trading account, your savings or current account. What is 3-in-1 account? It link your demat account, trading account and your savings or current account. Okay, do remember that. This is the 3-in-1 account. So it will link your these accounts, and it enable them to provide one-stop service to the customer by offering the integrated financial product from the capital market and insurance sector as well. The right answer will be your C option. The right answer we have is C option. Okay. Next question. What should customers be aware of regarding the nature of expected funds inflow in a joint account? So what should customers be aware? Hannah, what should customer be aware of regarding the nature of expected funds inflow in a joint account? First, the frequency of expected funds inflow. Second, the sources of expected funds inflow. The total amount of expected funds inflow. The maturity dates of expected funds inflow. A, B, C or D. Which of the following is correct? So what should customer be aware of regarding the nature of expected funds inflow in the joint account? The customer have to be aware about the first, frequency of expected funds inflow, the source of expected fund inflow, the total amount of expected fund inflow, but not the maturity dates of the expected fund inflow. Hana, so the joint account holders have to be aware about all these three options. It means right answer will be A, B and C, that is A option. So what is the frequency of inflow? Second, the source from where you are having the inflow in the account. Third, the total amount you are having expected in the inflow. So right answer will be A. The maturity dates are not the thing that is have to be expected funds inflow in a joint account the customer have to be aware about. So right answer is A. Okay, next question. Next, we are talking about in a growing business hub, ABC Enterprises operates a multinational company with manufacturing plants and sales offices around the world. So they receive funds from various sources and make payments from different cities. The finance team faces challenges managing the multiple bank accounts and cash flow imbalances. They implement technological advancement like RTGS, NEFT and centralized system like CFMS to create a modern payment infrastructure. How have these initiatives transformed ABC Enterprise payment operation? So this is a kind of case study question they have given to you. They are saying the growing business hub, business is growing in the growing business hub. The ABC Enterprise, it did what? It operates a multinational company with the manufacturing plant, okay, and the sales office around the world. It have a manufacturing plant around the world and sales office around the world. So they receive fund from various sources and make payment to the different cities. Obviously, in the world, they have their manufacturing plants and etc. sales office. So they are earning from different sources and they have to make payment to the different sources, obviously, right? In that situation, next is saying the finance team faces challenges managing multiple bank accounts and the cash inflow balances. Obviously, when you have multiple sources from you are earning and multiple sources you have to make payment to, it will imbalance. So they implement technological advancement. They have RTGS, NEFT, CFMS, okay, and they use the modern payment infrastructure. Now you have to answer how this recent initiative that they have taken, they have transformed their payment way. Okay, first is saying by encouraging businesses to hold more cash in their vaults to meet payment obligation during emergency and unforeseen circumstances. Okay, second is saying By establishing a vast network of bank accounts each dedicated to the specific type of business transaction, ensuring meticulous management of fund. Third is saying by creating a state-of-the-art payment infrastructure through a combination of advanced technological feature and the centralized system streamlining financial operations for business. Fourth, by reducing the need for electric fund transfer and promoting the use of traditional cash-based transaction, emphasizing the importance of physical currency. So what do you think? What transformation have been seen? So they have introduced the initiative in which RTGS, NEFT, CFMS, and they started using advanced technology. Okay, so it will made their money handling process much better. Now they are maintaining their money very in a much better sense, and we can say they upgrade a computer to make it super fast. Hana, like example, we can say this. So they can handle their money more easily, move it around quickly, and overall they can make their money stuff work well. So it's what? It's a super smart helper for all their money task in the organization. And it means we can say simply the right answer for this question will be C. Because they have created a state-of-the-art payment infrastructure through a combination of your advanced technology feature and the centralized system streamlining financial operations for business. So they can do what? They can first, they can simply move their money easily from one place to another. They can handle it very carefully. They can move around it very quickly. They can make money stuff payments very quickly, very easily without worrying about it. So this is what? This is the right option. So right answer will be C, that by this initiative they have taken about RTGS, NEFT, or we can say the CFMS. This had made their payment platform or handling of cash very easy for them. So the right answer will be C. Okay, next question. Next is talking about what are the various applications for which loans with a credit period exceeding 36 months are granted. So question is asking here, what are the various applications for which the loan with a credit period exceeding 36 months are granted. First is saying minor irrigation and farmland development. Second is saying farm mechanization and plantation. Third is saying horticulture and allied activities like dairy farming. Fourth is saying poultry farming, fisheries, and sericulture. So now you have to answer which of the following is correct. A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D. So which of the following applications of loan will be getting the credit period that exceeding 36 months that have been granted? A, B, C, and D. So if you talk about minor irrigation, farm land development, if you talk about farm mechanization, plantation, horticulture, if you talk about allied activities like dairy farming, sheep, goat rearing, rabbit farming, poultry farming, fisheries, sericulture, beekeeping, mushroom cultivation, biogas plants, all these are getting the loan application approved of credit period exceeding 36 months. It means the right answer will be your all of the above. All these activities will get this period. So right answer is your D. Clear? Next. Next we have evaluate the accuracy of the following statement. First is saying statement 1, medium term loans have a credit period exceeding 36 months, allowing borrowers to spread payments over an extended period to manage cash flow and reduce the immediate financial burden. Second, the purpose of crop loan is to support farmers in covering expenses related to seasonal crop cultivation, including costs for seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigations, and labor. Okay, so evaluate the accuracy of the following statement. Which of the following statement? It means out of these two statements, statement 1 and statement 2, which statement is true and which statement is false, that you have to answer. Okay. So first is saying that the medium term loan have a credit period exceeding 36 months. So first of all though, the medium term do not have exceeding period than 36 months. It is within 36 months. It means the first one is wrong because of the duration. Because of the duration, this is wrong because the duration does not exceed 36 months in case of your medium term loan. The purpose of crop loan is to support the farmers in covering the expenses related to their seasonal crop cultivation, including the cost for seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation and labor. So right answer will be your first is incorrect, but the second is correct. So it is saying first true, no, first is false, this is true, second is true, this is true. It means right answer will be B. So why first one is wrong? Because the option we are talking about here is 36 month exceeding. It is not exceeding 36 months. So right answer will be your B option. Okay, right answer will be your B option. Next question. Next question is this. Regarding the use of AML software. What is AML? I guess everybody knows anti-money laundering software. है ना? By banks selling third-party product, which statement is accurate? So the question is asking about your AML. Question is asking about your AML. So which of the following is correct? First is saying AML software is optional for transaction below 50,000. Second is saying banks are not required to use AML software for selling third-party products. Third is saying AML software should be capable of capturing, generating and analyzing alerts to file CTR, STR in respect of the transaction. What is cash transaction report, suspicious transaction report. AML software should be used only for the international transaction. So AML is anti-money laundering software that is used to control the money laundering in the country. Okay, so the accurate statement is that anti-money laundering software should be capable of capturing, generating, analyzing alerts for the purpose of filing your CTR, STR in respect to the such transactions. Okay, it should be capable of filing what? The CTR's cash transaction report, the STR suspicious transaction report is in respect to the transaction which involve the sale of third party products. Okay, and this is essential for banks to monitor and report these type of activities to the FIU IND. It means the right answer will be C option. And CTR, STR, I have told you, it is a cash transaction report and a suspicious transaction report. Okay, so right answer will be C. Next question we have here that's talking about what are the types of non-banking financial company that are exempted from the necessity of registering with the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So question is saying what are the types of NBFC that are exempted from the necessity of registering with RBI Act 1934. So NBFCs, you know, non-banking financial companies, they are not bank but they work like a bank. So the services they are providing, we refer them as a shadow banking. Okay, and when it comes to the NBFCs, they have to be registered with RBI, but there are certain NBFCs which are exempted, that they do not have to be registered with RBI. Out of these, which NBFCs are those? Microfinance company, Nidhi companies, mutual benefit companies, chit fund companies or chit companies. So which of the following do not have to be registered with RBI? Okay, so which type of NBFCs do not have to be registered with RBI? All of these. All of these, they do not have to be registered with RBI. If we talk about chit companies, they have to be with the respective state government. Mutual benefit companies, Nidhi companies and microfinance company which are subject to what? Certain conditions. They all do not have to be registered with RBI. They all are exempted. So when you talk about asset reconstruction company, Nidhi company, mutual benefit company, chit fund company, merchant banking companies, microfinance companies, they do not have to be registered because they have been exempted. Those NBFCs which are actually accepting deposit from public, that you can see NBFC D, deposit taking NBFC, they have to be registered with RBI. So right answer here will be D, all of the above. Okay, all of the above are exempted. Next, what are the basic minimum facilities that should be offered free of charge without any minimum balance requirement in BSBDA? So BSBDA, you know, basic saving bank deposit account. The question is asking what are the basic minimum facilities that should be offered free of charge and without any minimum balance requirement. Okay. First is saying the deposit of cash at bank branches as well as ATM and cash deposit machine, receipt credit of money through any electronic channel, and deposit collection of check including check drawn by central state government agencies and department. Third, no limit on the number and value of deposit that can be made in a month. Fourth, minimum of 4 withdrawal in a month including ATM withdrawals at own other bank ATMs. So what are the basic minimum facility that should be offered free of charge without any minimum balance? BSBD account is there, it means a zero balance account. It used to be known as earlier no frills account. The no frills account introduced by RBI with a zero balance account criteria that have been changed in 2012 to the BSBD account. Okay. And what are the services which will be available free of cost? All of these services. All these services are available free of cost in the BSBD account, and BSBD account will always be your zero balance account. So it used to be the no frills account, but in 2012 it have changed in the BSBD account. So right answer will be your all of the above. Right answer is your all of the above. Okay, next question. Filling the blanks in relation to the context of the renewal of document. First, at the time of renewal or variation within the limit, the bank should obtain a fresh set of dash or continue the existing set of documents duly supported by the supplemental additional deeds if required. Second, cancellation of the existing set of document would cause a discontinuity in the bank's charge on the security for the dash. Now, you have to answer which of the following is correct. Filling the blanks. So, first is saying at the time of renewal or variation within the limit, the bank should obtain a set of what? The set of documents, deeds or agreements. What set of they have to be accepted? It is obviously the documents. So, it cannot be deeds, it cannot be agreement. They have to obtain a fresh set of documents or continue the existing set of documents duly supported by the supplemental or additional deeds if required. Second, cancellation of the existing set of documents would cause a discontinuity in the bank's charge on the security for the what purpose? For the security purpose or for the credit facility purpose? And it's obviously security you are taking, it is for the credit facility purpose. So the first blank will be or should be your document, and the second blank should be your credit facility. So the right answer here will be your C option. The right answer will be your C option. Okay. Okay. So next question is talking about here. So you can see these questions are very easy. Like once you know the concept, if you are aware about the concept, you will find them easy to understand, easy to answer. Okay, but the problem might be faced by us in the case study question. So that we also going to make sure that we practice it very well, and in the classes we have already done. So let's start with the next question. In the nation of Coinland, recognizing the significance of financial literacy and inclusion, the Reserve Bank Coinland embarked on a remarkable journey in 2017. This initiative involved collaborating with select bank and non-governmental organizations to launch a pilot project. Pilot project means as a trial first you have to launch it. Then what is the primary objective behind the pilot project initiated by the Reserve Bank of Coinland? So now these are the options. Read the option and let me know which of the following is correct. A, B, C or D? Okay. First is saying to create a special center for financial literacy and that carefully designed to help customer protect themselves from the danger of financial fraud and avoid unnecessary mismanagement of their money. Second is saying to inspire, motivate a school student to actively participating in the National Financial Literacy Assessment Test, dynamically to enhance their financial awareness. Third, to build a strong collaboration with various financial companies, making it easier to create and launch the personalized program that teach people about money. And these programs are tailored for both young individual and grown-ups to help them understand finance better. Fourth is saying to disseminate financial literacy widely by fostering community-based collaborative efforts and establishing dedicated center for financial literacy across the region. So out of these, what do you think which of the following is correct? So we are talking about that the initiative RBI have taken to make it possible to spread the financial inclusion and financial literacy. So what do you think which of the following is correct here? Let me know which of the following is clear here. A, B, C or D? The right option. So RBI started this test project in 2017 as it is specified, okay? And with the specific banks and non-governmental organization, RBI started this. And the goal was to enhance people knowledge, like we wanted to enhance the knowledge of people and managing the money in the country. So they plan to do this by what? Involving the local communities and setting up special places called like a center for financial literacy. Okay, so they wanted to have the center for financial literacy across the region that will disseminate means that will transfer the financial literacy. Okay, and widely by fostering the community-based collaborative efforts and establishing the dedicated center for financial literacy across the region. So to establish CFLs, that was the primary objective of introducing this pilot project. So right answer will be your D. Okay. Financial literacy, when we talk about financial literacy, simply means to make people aware about financial product and services so that they can take sound decision. They can decide what they want to do and what they do not want to do, like in case of investing their money. Now, which statement about Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana is incorrect? The incorrect statement. You have one unit in module B that talks about the government schemes, in which are different government schemes we have to study, because you guys are the actual mediator. You guys means the bankers, or the bank is the actual mediator who make the social welfare schemes benefit reach to the customers. Okay, so the schemes we have to cover. Now we are talking about your Suraksha Bima Yojana. So the first is saying the scheme is for individual age between 18 to 70 years with a bank account and auto debit consent renewing annual from June 1st to May 31st. The scheme offers 2 lakh coverage for both accidental death and full partial disability with a 20 annual premium via auto debit. Third is saying both statement 1 and 2 are incorrect. Second is saying neither statement 1, 2 is incorrect. Now you have to answer about the Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. Which of the following is incorrect statement? Okay. So you have to answer which is incorrect. So first of all, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, and Pradhan Mantri Atal Pension Yojana. So these three schemes have been introduced by government on a single day. So Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, and the Atal Pension Yojana. These three schemes was introduced by Mr. Modi from Kolkata in May 2015. Okay. So a lot of people are confused about the age group. The rest thing we remember, the premium we remember, how much pension will be available we remember. Everything is easy to remember. But the confusion is among like what actually the age group is. So you can remember this age group with the help of this alphabets A, J and S. So because alphabet A is there, it will have a uh, minimum, or I can say it will have a age group that will be from 18 to 40 years. Like the highest age will be minimum in this particular scheme. Then the second alphabet is J. So your 18 to 50 years will be in the Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. And the last one is 18 to 70 years. So that will be Suraksha Bima Yojana. So do remember with the help of alphabets like A, J and S. This is the sequence of the right alphabets here. So in A, the maximum age will be lowest, that is 40. Then J, 50 and S, you have a 70. Okay. So it means the first statement is very much true, that is written here. And the renewable duration is also given as correct, like 18 to 70 years. 1st of June to 31st of May, you have to renew annually. This is correct. But this is not. The right answer will be B, because we are finding the incorrect. The scheme offers 2 lakh of coverage for both accidental death or full or partial disability. No. In case of partial disability, it will give only 1 lakh. In case of death and full disability, the 2 lakh insurance claim is there. But in partial disability, it is only 1 lakh. Okay. So right answer will be your B. B is the only statement that is incorrect. Okay. Next question. Next is talking about which of the following statement is correct regarding the provisioning for housing loans at teaser rate. Which of the following statement is correct regarding what? Regarding the provision for housing loans at teaser rate. First is saying the teaser rate loan are sanctioned at higher rates of interest in the initial few years. Standard asset provisioning on outstanding loan initially 0.40% and later reverts to 2%. Third, the standard asset provisioning reverts to 0.4% after 1 year from the date on which the rates are reset if the account remains standard. So what do you think? Which of the following here is correct regarding the provisioning for housing loans at teaser rate? So if we talk about the teaser rate, they are sanctioned at a lower rate of interest initially and then reset higher rates. So first of all, here it should be lower rates. It means the first is not correct. Okay, the first is not correct because initially the rate should be lower and then reset at higher rates. Okay. And if we talk about standard asset provisioning on outstanding loan is initially set to 2% and later reverts to 0.40. So it should be 2 and it should be 0.4%. Okay. So it means second is also wrong. The third is saying the standard asset provisioning reverts to 4.40% after 1 year from the date on which the rates were reset. If the account remains standard, standard means the account is regularly getting the payment. It means the correct option regarding the provisioning for housing loan at teaser is only C. It means only third option. First and second is wrong, and why they are wrong I have explained it, and the right answer will be your C. Okay, right answer will be your C. Next question. Next question is talking about which of the following statements are correct regarding government guaranteed advances. Government guaranteed advances, which of the following is correct here? First is saying credit facilities despite being overdue are classified as non-performing asset, the NPA. Only if the central government refuse to honor its guarantee when called upon, and this exception to categorizing government guaranteed loan as NPA does not apply to the recognition of income. Okay, second is saying beginning from the fiscal year ending on 31st of March 2008, both advances and investment guaranteed by state government, they are subject to what? Asset classification and provisioning norms if the bank has not received interest principal or any other annual due for over 80 days. So what do you think, which of the following is not correct? Okay, so first is true. It is correct because it's saying the credit facility, despite being overdue, they are classified as NPA. Okay, only if when the central government refuses to honor its guarantee when called upon. So if government is not paying you the guarantee, then in that situation you have to do what? Obviously, you have to classify it as an NPA, है ना? And this exception to categorizing government guaranteed loan as NPA does not apply to the what? To the recognition of income. So this one is correct. But this one is not correct because it's not 80 days, it should be 90 days. It should be how many days? It should be 90 days. It means the only B is the incorrect statement. So the right answer will be B. The B statement is incorrect because the duration should not be 80 days, it should be 90 days. So your right answer is B. Clear? Next question. Next is asking about read the following statement carefully. There are two statements and you have to answer. There are three statements, okay, and you have to let me know which statement is correct and which is incorrect. First, large sum of money should be transacted within secure rooms of enclosed spaces, ensuring they are not visible to the public. Second, the movement of cash must be kept confidential at all times. Only relevant officials should have knowledge of significant cash transaction when necessary. And third is saying a consistent schedule should be established for the transportation of cash, specifying the route, timing, and other relevant details. So you have to answer which of the following statement is correct. Which of the following statement is correct that you have to answer? A, B, C, or D? First option is saying statement 2 is correct only. Second is saying statement 1 and 3 correct. Third statement is saying statement 1 and 2 correct. Fourth is saying all are the correct statements. So you have to answer which statement is correct here. So let me know which statement is correct here. So the right answer is actually all the statements are correct. Okay. When you talk about large sum of money, it should be transacted with the secure room. This is true. The movement of cash must be kept confidential all the time. This is also true. The third, a consistent schedule should be established for the transportation of the cash. That is also true. That is, specify your route, your timing, and other relevant details. All the statements are true here. Okay. Next question. Next is talking about which of the following transfer products became redundant with the adoption of the core banking system for bank operations. So question is asking here which of the following transfer products became redundant with the adoption of a core banking system for bank operation. DD, banker's check, pay order, mail transfer, telegraphic transfer. So which of the following is correct? So these are the kind of transfer product that have been like it's not visible now. People are not using them now. So which of the following is it? And the answer is all of the above. Because now we are using NEFT, RTGS, IMPS, UPI, BHIM, etc. So the right answer will be your D, all of the above. Okay, do remember this. Now next question we have, what measures can be taken to improve and effectively discuss the monitoring of self-help groups, bank linkage program at state level bankers committee and district consultative committee meetings? So first of all, self-help group is the group of 10 to 20 people, and why these group have been created? These group have been created to build savings habit among the people. That was the main objective. Okay, And in 1992, SK Kalia committee has given the recommendation, and NABARD started the self-help group bank linkage program, in which self-help groups are also getting loan from the bank for the purpose of starting business for their members only. Okay. Now the question is asking what measures can be taken, okay, in context to your improving and effectively discuss the monitoring of self-help group bank linkage program at what? At a state level bankers committee and the district consultative committee. So first is saying creation of a specialized monitoring unit within SLBC and DCC. Second, development of uniform reporting templates for the self-help group bank linkage program. Regular evaluation and analysis of the program's advancement. Then encouragement of information exchange and best practices sharing among banks involved. So which of the following you think is the measure that can be taken to improve and effectively discuss the monitoring? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? So the right answer will be here your, like, first develop the uniform reporting template for the self-help group bank linkage program. If you have developed that, you have a uniform reporting template, it can be easily make it possible to improve and effectively discuss the monitoring of self-help group. So right answer is B. Okay. Like RBI also do this, like when there is a certain specific sector, certain specific bank or category of people that we have to control, that we have to manage. What RBI do? RBI actually makes sure that each and every uh, sector or every person will get the proper credit facility, banking services, financial product and services. And if RBI itself is not capable of managing it, all these things, so RBI create the different departments. RBI create the different types of bank. RBI give the authority to the different apex authority to make it happen, and that's what the self-help group committees we are also talking about. Now next question we have, filling the blanks. The government department are authorized to issue checks within the drawing limit permitted to dash. Self-drawing in cash are allowed for salary and expenses. Second, refund orders are issued by the central excise and custom departments in favor of dash. Refunds orders are also issued by the income tax department with related advice. So what do you think, which of the following is correct in this fill in the blanks question? Okay. So let's eliminate the option. First is saying the government departments are authorized to issue check. Okay. Within the drawing limit permitted to whom? So the question is saying government departments are what? They are authorized to do what? To issue the check within the drawing limit that have been permitted to them. So whatever limit have been given to them, on that limit they can issue the check. So right answer will be your, obviously first is them, and if the first is them, you can eliminate the options. So the right answer is what? B. So refund orders are issued by the Central Excise and Custom Department in favor of what? In favor of the payees. So right answer will be your B. Right answer will be your what? B. Okay. Next question. Next question we have here. Which sensory modality is not enhanced by computer generated factual information in augmented reality? Visual, auditory, gestry and haptic. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So right answer will be your, so if we talk about realm of augmented reality, there are various sensory modalities. Like we have visual, auditory, haptic. They can be enhanced with computer generated perpetual information. Okay. But if we talk about, they all can be do what? They all can be enhanced with the computer generated perpetual information. They enrich the real world experience. But when we talk about gustatory modality, it relates to the sense of taste. It is not currently a sensory experience. Okay, that can be augmented through the AR. So it relates to what? It relates to the sense of taste. It cannot be related to the your augmented reality. है ना, that will be done by the AR technology. So this limitation is due to what? Inherent complexity and the challenges in the digital replicating or enhancing the sense of test. So the gustatory is will be working, or it will be it is related to the sense of the test, and it cannot be currently as a part of your sensory experience. Okay, that you can augment through the AR technology, that is augmented reality technology. So right answer will be your C option. Okay, right answer we have is C option. Next question. So it's a kind of big question, it's a kind of case study question. So Mr. Sinha approached Bank X for a personal loan of rupees 10,000 to renovate his home. The bank approved the loan and provided him with the fund. However, Mr. Sinha's financial situation changed and he decided not to utilize the loan amount. What is the relationship between Mr. Sinha and Bank X, and what are the implications of not utilizing the loan amount? So you have to answer this. A certain situation have been created in front of you. So first is saying Mr. Sinha is a debtor and bank is a creditor. Okay. So now with the first statement, you can eliminate the option. Hana, like first statement in each option. Like this is the first statement. This is the first. Here it is first and here it is first. So by this first statement, you can eliminate option. Okay. So question is saying Mr. Sinha approached bank. For what? For a personal loan of how much amount? 10,000 to renovate his home. So Mr. Sinha is taking loan. It means Mr. Sinha is what? He is borrower and the bank is a lender. If the Mr. Sinha is borrower, it means Mr. Sinha should be debtor. So the first is saying debtor, second is saying debtor, the third is saying creditor, it will not be right. The fourth is saying creditor, it will not be right. Because Mr. Sinha is taking loan. If he is taking loan, he is the borrower. So he is the debtor. Okay. So it can be either A or B. Now, next, let's read the full statement. The remaining first statement is saying not utilizing the loan amount does not relieve Mr. Sinha from his obligation to repay the loan, and he must still repay the loan within interest as per the term. And this is true. Doesn't matter you use that loan to renovate your home or not, doesn't matter. You have to repay that loan to the bank with the interest that have been defined. So the first is correct. Okay. Why second is not correct? Let's see. Not utilizing the loan amount releases Mr. Sinha from his obligation to pay. No, how you can release it? So the right answer will be A. So option number A is correct. Now you can see when you have seen the question first, you will feel like it's a very big question, it's a very tough question. But with the elimination method, you can easily answer this question. Okay, so right answer will be A. Next question. According to procedure for accounting for a shortage or excess in cash, what is the immediate action taken in a shortage is identified. So according to the procedure, Hana, according to the procedure for accounting for a shortage or excess in cash, what is the immediate action taken if shortage is identified? First is saying recover the shortage from the cash officer, head cashier or cashier on the same day. Second is saying debit the suspense account from the amount of shortage. Third is saying recover the shortage from the concerned employee after obtaining their signature. Fourth is saying credit the sentry deposit account with the shortage amount. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Okay. So one important thing is that if you are facing a cash shortage, the first step should be taken. It should address it on the same day. Okay, it will involve you retrieving the deficient amount from the cash officer, your head cashier or your cashier. So the first thing is you have to inform about it, you have to point it out on the same day and recover the shortage from the cash officer, head cashier or the cashier. Okay, and they will initiate the process of recapturing the lack of funds from the relevant employee who is responsible for the shortage. Okay, so right answer will be A. Right answer is your what? A. Next question. Next is talking about, again you can see it seems a very big question. It's talking about a lien. What is the nature of a banker's lien and how it is different from the general lien? So first is saying a banker's lien is an implied lien that allows the retention of goods and security until the debtor's debt is paid, whereas a general lien is a right to retain any property of the debtor for any outstanding period. So lien is simply a type of security. Whenever a customer is taking loan, whatever collateral or security customer is giving to the bank, that gives the implied pledge to the bank. Like until and unless customer repay the whole amount of loan, you can have the possession of that particular asset or security, you can say. Okay. Now the second is saying here, so first of all, if I read the first statement, now this is true. This is true because the banker's line is actually implied that allow the retention of good. Retention means the bank can have possession on that particular property, goods or whatever the customer have given to until and unless his debt is paid. Okay, when it comes to the general right, it's the right to retain any property of the debtor for any outstanding debt. So right answer will be your A option. The A1 is talking about the difference between both. Okay, we do not have to read other options. Now, next question is the term power of attorney. It refers to the legal authorization that gives a designated person the power to act for someone else. What are the two types of power of attorney generally granted? Very basic question. There are two types of power of attorney. So, what are the names of those? A, B, C or D? A, B, C or D? Okay. So, right answer is actually your general or universal, specific or limited, dual or multi-purpose, comprehensive or exclusive. No such kind of power of attorneys are there. It is general or universal, specific or limited. It means B option is correct, 1 and 2. B option is correct. Okay. The types of power of attorney, one is general or universal, second you can call it specific or limited. So the right answer will be B option. 1 and 2 are the two types of power of attorney that give the legal authorization to the particular person to act for someone else. Next question. MFI stands for dash and its role is to dash. First, MFI stands for what? Microfinance institutions. Okay, MFI stands for what? It stands for microfinance institution. So first is saying microfinance institution, second is saying, but third and fourth saying and financial institution. So it cannot be C or D. Okay. Now next question is saying and its role is to dash. To dash what? Provide loan to low income household or provide loan to rural household, not to rural household, to the low income household. So right answer is A. Now who are low income households? To whom we can say that they are low income household? Can I call myself a low income household? So there is a criteria. Criteria is their annual income should be up to 3 lakh, not more than that. Annual income I am talking about. Annual household income should be up to 3 lakh, not more than that. These people are known as your low income households. Okay, and when you talk about household, it means husband and wife and their unmarried children. So right answer here is A. Next. What was the main purpose behind the creation of Recovery of Debt Due to Banks and Financial Institution Act 1993, that is DRT Act? Sorry. First, to address the backlog of cases in courts and speed up the debt recovery process. Second is talking about to allocate and utilize unproductive asset effectively for debt recovery. Third is saying to reduce the manpower required by banks and financial institutions for recovery. Fourth is saying to enable bankruptcy proceedings among with debt recovery for a comprehensive approach. So the main reason behind introducing your DRT Act to recover the loan. So DRTs are simply your special courts. They are your special courts that was actually introduced by the central government, and it was done to recover the loan of the banks, to recover the NPA, and it was done simply to address the backlog of cases in courts and speed up the debt recovery process. So the right answer for this question will be A. Okay, for this question will be A. So DRT is there, and the appellate authority of DRT is known as DRAT, Debt Recovery Appellate Tribunal. So right answer here is A. Next question. Next is talking about company Q is in a strong financial position and has a track record of successful business operation. On January 15, 2024, the company applied for a substantial loan of rupees 5 lakh from Bank R. What significance does enforceability hold about collateral? So they have given you a certain situation. This is a case study question. In case study question, they will create a certain kind of current situation in front of you, like this. If this happen in your bank, what should be your decision in that condition? Okay, so let me know. Do read all the option. Let me know which of the following will be correct. Okay, so the right answer for this question will be okay. First is saying enforceability of collateral ensure that the legal system is designed to provide an efficient process for lenders to recover their outstanding due by enforcing security in the event of the loan default. And what's wrong in this? Everything is correct. Okay. So first option is correct. Let's see second. For enforceability of collateral primarily guarantee that the asset offered as security are there to specific criteria? No. And are keep up to date? No. Enforceability of collateral involves evaluating various aspects such as age, condition, and specialization levels of asset. Obviously not. The enforceability of collateral pertains to assessing the technological obsolescence of the assets that is offered as a security. Actually not. So right answer is A. It shows what? The enforceability of collateral ensure that the legal system is designed to provide an efficient process for lenders to recover their outstanding dues. For what? For ensuring security in the event of loan default. So right answer will be your A. Okay, right answer is A. Next question. Next is talking about according to section 4 of Indian Partnership Act 1932, who is a partnership defined? How is the partnership defined? So which of the following is correct? Okay. So in the section 4 of Indian Partnership Act defines a partnership as the relation between persons who have agreed to share the profit of a business that is carried out by all or any of them who is acting for all. Okay, that's the definition that have been given. So this is simply defines that the key element of partnership, it include profit sharing and joint business activities for by the all members. So it's a formal agreement between individual. It's a relationship based on friendship. It's a relationship involving profit sharing in the business. It's a legal contract for property sharing. The right answer will be C. It's a relationship that involves profit sharing in a business. Okay, right answer will be your C option. That is defined under your section 4 of Indian Partnership Act. Next question. Who holds the primary responsibility for addressing customer service complaints or grievances at the branch? So in the branch, who actually hold this responsibility? First is counter staff, second is customer, third is regional or zonal office, fourth is D, branch manager. So right answer is actually your branch manager. Let's say for example, if customer is facing any problem, any issue, the first thing customer have to do is have to visit its home branch. Okay, and have to give 1 month period to its home branch. If they do not provide solution within 1 month, then the customer can go to the integrated banking ombudsman. And this responsibility is of the branch manager. Okay, right answer will be D. Next question. Next is talking about what strategy does the company employ to handle its significant liabilities of the books which ultimately contributed to its collapse. So what strategy did a company employ, Hana, to do what? To handle its significant liability of the books and which will ultimately contribute to its collapse. A, B, C or D? Okay. First is saying establishment of a special purpose entity supported by the company's own stock. Second, resignation of your CEO and liquidation of the shares. Third is loss of trust in auditors and following the company's scandal. Fourth is senior executive raising alarm about accounting irregularities and unethical actions. So A, B, C or D, which of the following strategy did the company employ to handle its significant liabilities? So actually the company, Hana, have to do what? If the company have to use the method for managing its substantial liability outside of its official financial record, it will involve that the creation of a special purpose vehicle should be done. Hana, a special purpose entity should be supported. So the right answer is A. It means B option will be correct. Only A is correct. B option. Okay, so the SPF was underpinned by the company's own stock. So right answer will be your B. Special purpose vehicle should be created. That is only A option. Next. Which option correctly describes the procedure for managing the operating system password as per established protocols? So which option correctly describes the procedure for managing the operating system password as per the established protocols? First is saying password is exclusively managed by the system administrator. Second is saying the password is secured in a sealed envelope accessible only by the system administrator. Third, operating system password is jointly overseen by the branch manager and system administrator and must be altered right away after being accessed. The operating system password should be known to all employees and users. Which of the following is correct? Okay. So when you talk about procedure for managing the operating system password as per established protocol, so this operating system password is jointly overseen by the branch manager and the system administrator, and it must be altered right away after being assessed. So your right answer will be C option. Your right answer is C. Okay, next question. How is an organization's ethical culture different from its corporate culture? How your organization's ethical culture is different from your corporate culture? First is saying ethical culture is all about achieving financial goal, whereas corporate culture focuses on the welfare of employee. They have interchanged the objectives. This is not true. Ethical culture results from individual employee decision, whereas the corporate culture is shaped by the management directives. Not true. Ethical cultures embodies the company's ethical values, the guidelines, and the management viewpoint on ethical concern. This might be true. Fourth is saying ethical culture pertain only to collegious interaction, while corporate culture include relationship with external parties. No. So right answer will be your C. The ethical culture embodies the company's ethical values, guidelines, and the management's viewpoint on the ethical concern. So your right answer is C option. This is your module D. Okay, right answer is C option. Now, what step did the complainant take in response to the bank section concerning the original title deeds? So what step have to be taken by the person who have complained about it? First, filed a complaint with the banking ombudsman, asked the bank to return the title deed, initiated legal proceeding against the bank, demanded compensation for lost document. Okay, so the right answer will be like complainant taken response to the bank's actions, that is concern the original title deeds. That should be taken with the banking ombudsman, with whom it should be taken, filed a complaint with the banking ombudsman if the bank's response is this. In context to your bank section, this have to be done. You can go to the banking ombudsman. In place of banking ombudsman, we have integrated ombudsman now. Next question talking about complete these statements. The hashtag is commonly used on social media platform, especially on dash, to categorize post about a particular subject. Second, a hashtag is a word or phrase that is always preceded by a dash. Okay. Then for engaging in hashtag banking, a customer needs to follow their dash on Twitter. So you have to answer which of the following is correct about the hashtag banking. Okay. So the hashtag is commonly used on social media platforms, especially on what? It is written in the third statement, that is Twitter. So it means answer will be your B. Okay, it is the especially on Twitter to categorize the post about a particular subject. Second, a hashtag is a word or phrase that is always preceded by a what? By a hash sign, that is this. And for engaging in hashtag banking, a customer need to follow their what? Bank on the Twitter. So right answer will be your B option. That's define all the filling the blanks answer. B option is correct. Next question. What are the prominent characteristics of service offered by the passbook printing kiosk? They are fully automated machine with auto flip and auto align and passbook update. A specialized machine requiring the insertion of a passbook without cover page open. Third, automatic flipping and alignment of pages for printing on appropriate location. Passbook with a unique pre-printed number mapped to the customer's account. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? PBK stand for passbook printing kiosk. So first of all, it is fully automated machine. It will do auto flip, auto align and passbook update. This is true. Okay. Second is saying specialized machine requiring the insertion of passbook without a cover page. No, this is not true. Okay, automatic flipping and alignment of pages for printing on appropriate location. This is true. Passbook with a unique pre-printed number mapped by to the customer's account. This is true. So right answer is B. A, C and D is correct. Right answer will be your B. A, C and D is correct. B option. Okay, next. Which of the following statement about defendant's counter claim is correct? Which of the following statement about a defendant's counter claim is correct? Okay. There are two statements, statement 1 and 2. Statement 1 is saying a defendant can set up a counter claim against the claim of the applicant for any right or claim in respect of a cause of action that occurred to the defendant against the applicant before the defendant submitted their defense. Second is saying a counter claim has the name effect as a complaint in a cross suit, enabling the tribunal to pass a final order on both the original claims and the counter claims. So what do you think is correct about the defendant's counter claim? Okay. So right answer is both the statements are correct. The defendant can set up a counter claim against the claim of the applicant because it is defined under section 19(8). And the second statement is also correct that the counter claim has the same effect as what? As the complaint in a cross suit. This is also true. It means this is defined under section 19(8) and this is defined under section 19(9). So right answer will be both statements 1 and 2 are correct. Both the statement 1 and 2 is correct here. So right answer will be C. Next question. According to the general rules on inward remittance, what is the time limit within which foreign exchange received as remuneration for service rendered must be sold or surrendered to an authorized person? So next question is talking about here that according to the general rules on inward remittance, what is the time limit? Inward remittance means the fund have been transferred from abroad to India. That's the inward remittance we are talking about in international transaction. Okay. Within which foreign exchange received as remuneration for services rendered must be sold or surrendered to an authorized person. How many days it is? So general rules on inward remittance, any foreign exchange received as payment for service provided, whether within or outside India's border, is required to be converted. To whom? To the authorized person. Okay. within 182 days from the moment you have taken it in India. And now from the moment it is received, within 182 days of that particular moment, you have to sold it, you have to sell it, or you have to surrender it to the authorized person. So the right answer is 180 days. Okay, and this is in case of inward remittance. The money came from abroad to India. What kind of banking services are available through banking kiosk? The balance inquiry, the check deposit facility, the check deposit facility with CTS. CTS is check truncation interface. Opening of no frills account, cash withdrawals. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? Services offered through kiosk banking. So kiosk banking actually do the balance inquiry, it can do the check deposit facility, it can perform check deposit facility with CTS, it can do opening of no frills account, cash deposit, cash withdrawals, then bill payment facility using a debit card or net banking, browser based internet banking can be done, bill payment facility using the debit card, net banking can be done. Non-cash inquiry service like balance inquiry, mini statement can also be done from the kiosk center. It means right answer is all of the above. All these services or all these activities can be performed from the kiosk centers. So right answer is all. Next, describe e-rupee and its functionality as a payment method. So you have to describe here e-rupee. E-rupee is a digital initiative developed by National Payment Corporation of India, functioning as a one-time payment system. Second is saying it is an e-voucher based on QR code or SMS string sent directly to the mobile phone of beneficiary. It is recipients can use the voucher at merchants who accept e-rupee without the need of digital payment applications, bank cards or internet banking. E-rupee is distributed by organization or government entities for the designated purpose or activities and is shared via SMS or QR code. What do you think? Which of the following is correct? So actually, when we talk about e-rupee, it is an e-voucher based QR code or SMS string that's sent directly to the mobile phones of the beneficiaries. So right answer will be your B option. Okay, that's your e-rupee payment method. B. So it will do what? It's a kind of e-voucher that is based on the QR code and SMS string, and it will be directly sent to the beneficiary mobile phone. What are the objective of IMPS? First of all, remember IMPS is actually managed by NPCI. Okay. First is saying to ensure mobile payment system are interoperable among different banks and mobile operators while maintaining safety and security. Second, to ensure customer to utilize mobile devices as means to access their bank account and execute fund transfers. Third is saying to simplify payments using only the beneficiary's mobile number. Fourth is saying to support the Reserve Bank of India mission towards the digitalization of retail payment. Fifth is saying to establish a basis for an extensive array of mobile-based banking services. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct here? So IMPS is an immediate payment service. It provides you the 24/7 service to transfer fund from one account to another. And actually you can do it very easily with the safety and security. It empower customer to use the mobile devices. Okay, it simplify the payment using only the beneficiary's mobile number. It support RBI's mission towards the digitization, and it establish a basis for extensive area of mobile based banking service. So the right answer will be all of the above. The right answer will be all of the above. That is D. Okay. Next, indicate whether the following statement are true or false. You have to answer whether the following statement are true or false. So RBI launched electronic clearing system in 1996 as an enhancement over the traditional paper-based payment system like your check. Okay, now the purpose of introducing ECS was to offer a substitute method for conducting large-scale repetitive financial transaction. Third, the introduction of ECS aimed at encouraging the issuance and management of paper-based instruments to enhance the efficiency of payments. Okay, so you have to answer which of the following statement is true or false. Okay, so when it comes to your RBI launch electronic clearing system, it was launched in 1995. It was launched in 1995, not in 1996. It means the first one is not true. First one is false. So it can be either A or B. Okay, second. The purpose of introducing ECS to offer a substitute method for the conducting large-scale repetitive financial transaction. True. The introduction of ECS aimed at to encourage the issuance and management of paper-based instrument to enhance the efficiency of payment. This is all true. It means right answer will be A. First is false, second and third is true. Right answer will be your A. Okay. Next question. Next we are talking about here that define Bharat QR and explain how it differs from the regular QR codes in terms of its functionality and intended use. So Bharat QR code we are talking about, sorry, which of the following is uh, defining the Bharat QR code. First is saying Bharat QR code is complex matrix of black and white square designed for processing merchant transaction. Okay. Second, Bharat QR code represent a simplified form of QR code intended solely for P2P mobile banking or mobile payment. Bharat QR is a mobile banking application that allows user to scan QR code especially for paying utility bills like your electricity bill, your DTH bill, etc. QR code is a secured method of conducting mobile payments applicable to utility bills and merchant transaction. Okay. Now you have to answer which of this following defines the Bharat QR code here. So which of the following is correct? Actually it is D. It's what? It's a secure method for conducting mobile payments applicable to utility bills and the merchant transaction. You are not only using QR code to pay to the merchant or not only to utility bills. It can be utilized for both. So right answer is your D. Okay, right answer will be D. Next, what distinguishes the vulnerability assessment from penetration testing in terms of their primary focus? So vulnerability assessment is focused on what and the penetration testing is focused on what, that you have to answer. I'm sorry. So do read this. Okay. So we are talking about vulnerability assessment. It is focused on system infrastructure while penetration testing concentrate on network infrastructure. Second is saying vulnerability assessment deals with the identifying real world external threats while penetration testing examines internal organizational security. Third is saying vulnerability assessment is concerned with the internal organization security, whereas penetration testing addresses real world external threats. Fourth is saying both are exclusively aimed at external threats. So what do you think which of the following is correct? So what happened in the vulnerability testing, it actually concerned with the internal organizational security, like how vulnerable our internal system is. And when you do the penetration testing, it addresses the real world external threats. So right answer is C. The difference between these two is C option. One is internal, one is external. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to end today's session here. because tomorrow I will be coming up with the part 2 from 1 to 3 p.m. because it's a lengthy paper. Now we have to discuss 100 questions. So we have done 50 in one go, and in the next class we will be doing 50 questions. So the part 2 of the same session of the same series will be going to be there 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, that is your 24th of January. So we will be meeting again tomorrow for this particular part 2, and now we will be ending here. Do let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct. Okay, so do let me know how many answers you guys have given correct here. Apart from that, the certain information I want to share with all of you, if you want to have a detailed conceptual study of your subject, of all the subjects of your JAIIB, then do enroll in the resolution batch that is started from 10th of January only. It's the latest batch. AFM and PPB have been started in this batch. On 6th, we will be starting IEIFS. Okay. Apart from that, there is Mahapack also available. How to enroll? To enroll, first you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading the application, just go to the home page and find the exam category there. That will be your JAIIB CIB. Okay, our exam category will be JAIIB CIB. So you can see this is the home page of the application. Here, when you scroll down, you will find JAIIB CIB. Click on the JAIIB May 2024. You will find the batches. If you want only test series is also available. Then video courses are available, ebooks are available, physical books are also available. How to enroll? Click on the batch. Do check all the offerings here. After checking the offering, what you have to do? First, if you want a study plan, you can scroll down and click on the study plan here. You will find a study plan. 2 subjects have been started, so that's why it is showing you the 2 subjects study plan. Then click on the buy now option. If you want more discount than 75%, then use the code Y496 and apply here. Once you apply, you will find 77% discount. But if you purchase the same batch by using the same code, you will get here 78% discount, 6 months validity. Code will be Y496. Okay, so this was the information for all of you. And tomorrow we will be meeting for the next part of your analysis of the paper. So do let me know in the comment section how many answers you have given correct here. And if you want to join the regular session for PPB, that's going on in the morning at 6 a.m. and for IEIFS in the evening 7 p.m. And tomorrow we are meeting again at the 1 to 3 p.m. to discuss the remaining questions of your test. And do make sure you practice these questions because they will be helping you out to know what kind of paper will be there. And it will also help you out to know like how much prepared we are for the paper. Okay. So that's all for today. Thank you all for joining the session, and do subscribe the channel, press the bell icon. Also share this session with the maximum people so that they will have the idea what kind of paper we are going to see in the May 2024. Okay, thank you everyone. See you tomorrow.